And up next is my big bad boy, Scavenger. Scavenger. See, Scavenger. Scavenger. Oh boy, oh boy. I've been looking forward to this one. This is far and away, my favorite Constructicon from the 2009 uh, thing, whatever it is. Very, very impressive. I just love the fact that it flies straight in the. I love how it pissed off all the G1ers. I love how it pissed off every single trans fan. It's like, well, where are his legs? Where are his legs? Why doesn't he shoot it? It's like, there's some bots out there that just don't fight. And it's okay to be a unicycle. I love that about Bayformers. This guy is whoa, is it taped on the side? No. This guy is one of the embodiments of what Bayformers is really intended to be. They're just big, freaky robot aliens that don't need to have two legs and two arms, and they don't even need to have a proper face. Like, they need to be, they do, yes, they do need to be partially humanoid, but they do not have to be 100% humanoid. They do not have to have two eyes. They don't have to have a mouth that opens the same way. They don't have to have a human-shaped nose. They don't have to have four fingers and a thumb. They can have, like, that, and that's all. And they definitely do not need legs that are shaped the same way as ours, or even legs at all. So I love Scavenger just because he pisses off so many people. That's one of the reasons. Like, and to be fair, yeah, even though well, actually, no, that's not. Oh my God, this is awesome. He just makes a very, very, very impressive not appearance in Shanghai in Revenge of the Fallen because, lest you forget, my fellow trans fans, Scavenger, we never saw his robot mode. The bot that we saw in Shanghai or wherever it was, that was not Scavenger. That was Demolisher. That was a completely different. That was a repaint. Demolisher, well, actually, technically, Scavenger is the repaint because Demolisher appeared first. It was Demolisher who was white with red stripes, and he had a lot. He was white and gray, and he had red stripes on him. They made one in what is this? This is a warning. I don't care. They did. Where am I going with this? Um, yeah, Demolisher appeared first in Revenge of the Fallen. He's the one who tore up the highway, and he kind of when he transformed, he reached up and he went bam. And Demolisher is the guy who got wasted by both Optimus and Ironhide. So oh my God, his face is huge. Wow. Oh God, his face reminds me of Ava Mark 13. I suddenly don't like this guy anymore. Uh, he's got four eyes, but they're it's not that there's one above the other, but they're slitted eyes. I suddenly don't like this guy anymore. And he does come with a removable panel. And here is said removable panel. It's just a single piece of red plastic, and it's got one little clip on the end, and that is it. So I'm guessing the rest of it is self-contained, which is what Transformers should be, by the way, with the exception of weapons and old school combiner kibble. Transformers should always be a single piece. Always, always, always. If I remember correctly, there is a repaint of Scavenger as Demolisher. If I like this figure as much as I'm anticipating I will, yes, I will get Demolisher as well. So I'm actually going to have two of these bad boys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, look at you. Oh, I love it. I love it. the second wheel just pops up straight up out of the back of his... Is it actually attached to his neck? Oh no, they're on separate joints. Well, still. Let's see, how does your head... Oh, your head is in a very strange... Okay. So the head is more like a mask. It can turn side to side like this. It can look up and it can look down, but it's pegged in such a way he cannot lean his head forward and back like this. It's like just enough he can get his head forward so you can actually turn it. So it's more like his head can turn side to side and he can look up and down, but he can't necessarily look down or look up. It's not That's not part of it. So I'd like to get the head a little further away from... Oh, okay. God damn. Well, unfortunately, he will not be able to do the thing that I love. Wait, did the original? I'm trying to think of what the 2009 version did, which I still have. I think the 2009 version, you could rotate both of the wheels. You could rotate the bicycle. Bicycle, bicycle. Which I don't know that song, forgive me. But anyways, God, these wheels are huge. I love it. Oh, I cannot wait to see how they deal with the tractor chits. I am so looking forward to that. So yeah, unfortunately, the top wheel will always be the top wheel, and the bottom wheel will always be the bottom wheel. Darn. I was looking forward to that, but unfortunately, it's possible that it does. Well, what is this? Oh no, it won't. It won't do that. All right. Alas, alas. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. The top wheel also needs to be pointed in a specific direction. So. Oh, he does have a. He kind of has a. I don't know what you could call it because we don't have what we don't have that. I guess. I guess this is his up and down motion. I guess that's what you can call that. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, you can only set his wheels in a specific. Okay, what? Wait, what? It's a tab and slot scenario, but I'm trying to figure out because there's this arm here, there's an elbow, and then it pegs in up here, but it's not quite lining up. So I'm not certain how does that turn. No, it does not turn. So I have to move that. But it curious. I don't think that's going to work unless you're not intended to peg that. Okay, maybe you're not intended to peg that. It feels like it's intended to go in there, but I don't know. There's like there's three different parts. They're all swiveling on the same axis, but there's a lot of friction involved, so it's like. And also, I haven't figured out where to hold on yet, and that one just popped off. Oh, well, shit. I know what they want me to do, just I don't think it's going to line up the way they want me to. There's very obviously a tab they want me to peg into, but I don't think I'm going to pop up the instructions because maybe they don't want me to do that. Not certain. Yeah, that's what they want me to do. Yeah, so they do want me to peg that in there, but I don't see how. The picture is so small, but I've already figured out what they want me to do. It's just a question of how do I do it. That's the problem. Oh, the bottom wheel rotates. Yeehaw. I'm wondering if I should like even bother finishing pegging these in here, but I don't want to stress them, which they very much are under stress right now, and I very much don't want them to do that. So, get in there. It's almost like they didn't mold it correctly to the point where it just won't fit properly. I don't know how I can get that to, unless the wheel leans further forward, or because like if the top wheel could rotate, if I could get the wheel to turn, then it would work. But I can't. So should I bother? Because I don't want to. I don't want to stress these. Wait, did those just slip in all by themselves? No, they didn't. Maybe I should just like um maybe I should just like save it for another time. You know, just figure it out afterwards after I'm done recording. I think that's what I'll do. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so his red panel goes behind his right shoulder. His right shoulder. Oh, good luck. Yeah, and then it says flip it up 180 degrees. Yeah, that's not. Are you kidding me? That'll break it. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it that way. Okay, let's get this turned. Can we? Can we? Yes, we can. Kind of. That's a very flimsy joint. That's a transformation joint right there. That's very flimsy. I would have put a peg in there. A peg would have helped. So the question is, can I turn this? It's ratcheting, but it does not like that. Oh, it does. It deliberately doesn't let you swing the arm all the way back. Grrr. That's not cool. Oh, please tell me I can open the bucket. That was the biggest issue with the 2009 figure is he could not open his hands. Please, please let me open his hands. Please. I need this in my life. There we go. Okay, there. Well, he has a wrist joint, but please tell me he's got fingers. Well, he's got. I think that's a thumb. I don't know what that is. No, he does not. Well, okay, he's got a thumb. Okay. Okay. All right. So I can't believe they won't let you turn that shoulder all the way back. Grr. Oh, I just found the connection points for his for Devastator's elbows. Huh. The elbows for one are the elbows for the other. He's got his missile launchers. That's cool. Because Demolisher, not Scavenger. We never saw a Scavenger. But anyways, or at least now it's robot mode. But anyways, he's got a set of 6 missile launchers sitting right there. Which Demolisher used the missile launchers, but obviously Scavenger did not. Oh my god. Okay, a little rocky start with the joints up here over his head, and I can't quite get the shoulder twisted all the way outwards 90 degrees. They actually the the shoulder can kind of tilt outwards, but it kind of can't. So it's kind of like his shoulders, or it's going to be like his arms are always slightly pointed inwards, always tilted inwards slightly, so he can go like. Yeah. Okay, so I struggled for a bit, but ladies and gentlemen, Scavenger. Oh, 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 oh yes. I like this guy. I like this design way more than I do Wheelie. And speaking of Wheelie, yes, that wheel does freely spin all the way around. So, yes. That's fantastic. there is quite different from the one down here. They're designed very differently. So like this one comes to a point up here, and as you can see, there's a flat section in the middle of this wheel here. So for the posability, like I said, his head can well, yeah, he can't. His head, like, it can tilt upwards, but it's like you can move this joint here, but this joint of his neck, you can't make him do this, but he can. He can look up, but he can't look down. And this joint here is like very limited in what it can do, if that makes any sense. So. Dude, he's got a freaky face. He's got a freaky face. Very blurry, of course. That's what this light is supposed to be here for. There we go. Yeah, now you can see it. Oh, hello, battery compartment. Eek. There you go. Now you can see his face. Very nice. So he's got. Whoa. So his shoulders do indeed tilt up and down, but he's got a second set of shoulders here that also are much tighter. I think this is probably Devastator's shoulders. I think that's what this is, just because it's so tight. I think that's what that is supposed to be. So he does have. So you can get it all the way up like that. Very tight. And you can tilt it all the way back as well. And there's, let's see. Yeah, and then here's his elbow right here. And you can see here the connection point for Devastator's elbows right there. And then he has a wrist, a significant wrist. Oops, wrist all the way down. Wrist has about 45 degrees motion to it. Ow, that hurts. And then he's got a finger that it's a strange finger. It's like he's doing this. Or let's see, he doesn't have a thumb. He's got like kind of this, that kind of motion. That's what you're looking at here. So he has a thing right there. So, and then I think I said his head. His head can look up, but it can't really look down. So there's a little. Is it on a ball joint? Yeah, it is on a ball joint. It's kind of a strange choice. Huh. And then you can tilt his head side to side if you wish. Now, obviously, Scavenger was released first because he's part of Devastator. But I'll reiterate if I end up liking this guy as much as I think I am, then I will be getting Demolisher, which will be properly colored up, which will be white, and he'll be kind of a dirty. Well, he'll just be covered in dirt. Period. And then yeah, he's white. He's primarily white, and he's got red stripes, and then he also has a red face. His entire face is red. So it's just like this, or something similar. So that's why in the close-ups you get kind of confused with it when he's talking to Optimus just before he's killed. His face is all red. So yeah. Is this supposed to turn? I don't think it is. But there's a joint. There's a joint here. Let's see, where's my finger? There's a joint here, and there's a joint here, and you can kind of sort of turn this side to side. Although it's going to stress out. Oops. Hang on. It is going to if you turn this side to side like this, eventually you're going to stress out actually this whole thing, this whole piece. This is his hip. Here's his knee. Here's his ankle. Kind of. So this whole thing. Oh boy, that popped. I don't like how. Whoa, did that just pop in all by itself? Um, no, it did not. Okay. You know, I'm just gonna pull that away a little. Ow, my wrist. Okay. Anyways, the punchline is you can turn this side to side, but I wouldn't advise doing it too far because eventually you're going to start stressing the plastic. That is his entire leg, and you obviously don't want that to happen. You would think that it could bend, but it doesn't. It's all molded as a single piece. It's actually painted very well. The transition from silver paint into plain red plastic, that transitions very well. Whoever painted this, they did a good job there. Seems to me there's a way to like deploy a display stand or something, which was a huge complaint back in the day. Here we go. That's jointed there. And it folds outwards, which is a tractor tread, which is not what I want. I thought this guy had the ability to balance. I could be wrong. Because that's on that side, that's not on that side. So, okay, maybe not. Okay, so you're still gonna have to balance in between his legs again. But I think what they're trying to do is they doing some tricky molding detailing here so that you can like let's see, I want to see if I can find an even surface. I might have just found it. If you do it carefully, that's what she said. I should be able to get him to balance without. I mean, like if you worked at the rubber treads of the original Demolisher, you could get him to. Oops, you could get him to stand upright, but you had to work at it for a bit. So no, no, there's not enough friction in the wheel. So the wheel has just the friction is loose enough in the wheel that no, he won't stand still. So you're still gonna have to tripod this shit. Oh, I wonder if when he's transforming, like this wheel is gonna like fold away and disappear on the inside of the, um, I think it's a backhoe, excavator. I don't know what it is. Um, but then the bottom wheel is strictly going to be used for the tractor treads for the vehicle mode. So I think like they're going to cheat. Like this one disappears, just conveniently disappears into the body, and then the lower one becomes both tractor treads. I think that's what they're going to do here. Oh wait, there's a joint there, and there's a joint there. Oh, he has a double elbow. Really? Oh, he's got a double elbow. That's weird. Oh, he has okay. So I just figured out part of Devastator. I just figured that out without even trying. So this is Devastator's upper arm. It's his bicep because you can see there's the connection point right there. And so this flips around and that flips around. Hmm. Okay. So I just accidentally stumbled across one of his transformation joints, which okay, fair enough. That does tend to happen. Yeah, there's a number of stress points on this guy that I'm not entirely thrilled about. Although I wonder if that was done on purpose. If it was smart, but on the other hand, it encourages a strange waist swivel that's not really supposed to do. All right, Scavenger, let's let's go on. Let's go on, really? Huh. Boy, that plastic is really thin for a joint that tight. That does not make me feel good. No. Yeah, I was right. That one joint, the one wheel is just going to get buried on the inside. Which, yeah, I suppose that was going to happen. They had to compromise somehow. Now, if I was a betting man, which I'm usually not, I wonder if that function there is that for Devastator, or that would make a very, very good posing wheel. Good for actually, like, having it sit properly. But I guess not. That's an interesting way of making the cabin fold around. Jeez. That's cool. They've got a bunch of thin vehicle mode panels, external panels, that are being used for shoulders, for shoulder armor, and or yeah, to build up his shoulders. And I'm kind of not happy with that because it's very fragile. It's very thin. So what did I do? What did I do? That's what I did. Okay. So it's kind of sort of asking for trouble every single time you peg something in real tightly. And considering how tight Devastator's shoulders are supposed to be, his shoulders are then attached to these thin panels. That has me worried. Oh, I think we're going to have a little bit of visible head syndrome. Just a little. There's pegs on his thumbs. Oh, jeez. Okay, that'll provide some stability, but there it is again. Those thin panels. Bunch of... I hesitate to call this guy a shell former. I don't think it is. It's not intended to be, but that being said, I don't like the way there's a bunch of thin panels being used to... good grief, he's going to have a big old hole on the top. Big old hole right there, so... Okay, so... I feel like this is going to separate in half. In fact, I know this is going to separate in half. It's just a question of where do I grab on. Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's glorious. I just popped it open and all I see is just. Yes, they're bottom heavy. Alright, Hasbro, impress me. I want you to turn a giant wheel into... I want you to turn a giant wheel into a tractor tread. These tractor treads are going to be real tiny, though. I think that's going to be an issue. Okay, I put the sides together too soon, which is something I was worried about. 25 instructions for this one, by the way. Oh, they actually put the two wheels together very early on. The hubcaps from both wheels go together. Okay, so I need to take this apart. Okay, Hasbro, pegging a pair of posable thumbs together, not a good idea. Speaking of pegging things together, my wrist. Why would you peg thumbs, posable thumbs together? Why? That's just begging for stress fractures. And then that rotates against the, okay, now it's coming together. So he is going to have, I think he's going to have visible head syndrome. Yeah. Yeah, his head is going to be, like the back of his head and his chin will be visible at the back of the vehicle mode. That's amusing. I kind of feel like the head should have been made of PVC. Kind of. So what am I seeing? Oh, those two panels. Oh, okay, that's what those are for. Oh, okay. You remember, quite a while ago, over half an hour ago, I mentioned how the top wheel had, I thought that these were to be used for like balancing him when he's in robot mode. Turns out, no, that's not the case. You actually want to peg the treads Actually splitting the part for ground clearance in vehicle mode. Yeah, I might not have been able to figure that out without the instructions. So, it's a good way of hanging on to them, though. Like, I figured out the external shell fairly quickly, but actually getting, and then his face just sits there. Yeah, I would count that as visible head syndrome. So this is going to be just like, what was it, the Legends class, Demolisher. Is that right, Demolisher? Scavenger. It's going to be like that version where it's going to be very, very open in the top. Actually, it's going to be very open, period. So actually, I suppose in that regard, it's just like Scrapper in that, kind of like a third of it is vehicle mode, and then the rest of it is just bleh. So I think that's what they're going for here. I get to tab all this shit back together again. Let's see, how does that work? Yeah, I don't need the thumbs to have a connection point. Don't need that. No. The front of this thing is just nope, it's not having it. Okay, so it's like the sides and the arm is what's going to be the vehicle mode, but the rest of it is just nope. Okay. Actually got a lot easier once I figured out how to do the wheels, or once I got the wheels wrapped around properly. Here is Scavenger in his vehicle mode. Again, it's just the sides and the arm. The kind of the center of everything is kind of ruined, so which you will see right now. It's just a whole bunch of kibble. They're not even trying. I would dare say, and there's the head, just hang out and back. I almost think it's easier to just leave his face, just have him with visible head syndrome, but no, they're telling you to fold it forward. I wonder if maybe I can like rotate his face around and stick it in a little differently. No, he'll scratch up his chin. Yeah, he's just gonna have visible head syndrome forever and ever and ever. Well, darn, I was hoping he wouldn't. Anyways, honestly, I think gosh, I would have to pull out the original Voyager, double check that. But yeah, he's very now the bottom of figures, we don't worry about that too much, and the back is you should have the back covered up, and then there's the top, and that's not good enough. And then I should point out the front of the vehicle mode. Here's the wow, unpainted. Whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, okay. Hasbro, not cool, not cool. No, 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 no. Hasbro, you painted the side windows, some of them, but you did not paint the front window. How the hell's the guy supposed to see? Really, it's just a big old blob of red. That is unacceptable. Come on, Hasbro, you guys know better than that. For shame. I'm not happy with that. No. Did I transform it wrong? I seriously doubt it. Yeah, that is unacceptable. Hasbro, you painted all the windows except the one that counts. What's wrong with you? So, we've got we've got Devastator's shoulders hard at work right here. And keep in mind you're fighting two ratchets at the same time. It's not a single elbow, or it's not a single shoulder joint, it's actually two shoulder joints at the same time. That's what you're hearing. So and then you've got one elbow, but I guess it's not really supposed to be, whatever. And then you've got a second elbow, which is separate from. So you can do this. So you got that, and then the bucket. Oops, the bucket does move. About, yeah, bucket only moves about 90 degrees. So, speaking of the bucket. So there's the bucket. And then there are caster wheels on the other side that do allow it to roll about. So it will roll. Which the 2009 version did not because it had rubber tractor treads, which at the time was impressive. Yeah, they were hollow and they actually lost a lot of their luster over time, but luster? Whatever. But I mean, to be fair, those tractor treads, that was an impressive thing they did with it in 2009. Just have them collapse down and have a rubber tread. Like what they did here, okay, I can live with that. But in terms of like the 2009 version where they actually tried to keep the treads as treads, that was a good thing in my opinion. This is not bad. The way they did this is not bad. I just, yeah. What time is it? Hey, it's 4:20. Cool. I actually liked the original Voyager had kind of a similar bits of kibble hanging out back here, and it did indeed remind me of it was like a power generator or something, like you would see cables coming off it, or like hydraulic pumps or hydraulic lines or something going in. So it did kind of feel like that. Now the real whatever this thing is, which by the way they don't make the particular vehicle, which I can't think of what it's called. They don't make this vehicle anymore, but no, it was basically a massive radiator sitting on the back of it. So, or no, I think the radiator was on the top, and I think it had like counterweights in the back or something to that effect. But anyways, looking at the 2009 version, the Voyager was like, honestly, it wasn't that bad. So, yeah. Something else, Hasbro, the the stairway here is really small, but that door is freaking huge. So we've got scaling issues here. Like this, well, first of all, this should be like way further forward because the guy actually can't see down. And even if he could see down, he doesn't have a window. I'm just saying. And then the stairway is really, really small. So we've got some scaling issues at work here. I should also point out, I just now realized there's a second staircase on the opposite side going the opposite direction. So, okay. Let's get this guy into combined form. Curiously enough, the instructions for both robot into vehicle and then vehicle into combined form, both of them take 25 steps to get transformed. So, just because I don't know what the heck it's supposed to look like in the combined form, yes, I will be using the instructions. So, first step, fold the head back. Second step, remove the panels. I wonder if it's a painting mistake. It's not that there's not a window there. They did paint the windows, but I wonder if it was a mistake on whoever painted this. I think they accidentally spray painted the front the front window when they shouldn't have. I think they accidentally sprayed that. Now I don't see any evidence of overspray, which is something you might see. But I think like maybe they accidentally, just this particular example, they accidentally covered up the windows. So that's what I think happened. Yeah, let's just tear it apart. Because why not? Here it is again. For the second or third time now, I'm very tempted to cut the peg that goes between the thumbs because basically his hands do this, or his hands do this, and the thumbs have their own individual pegs that hold together. I'm very tempted to just sand away that peg because like you're just asking for that thumb joint to be put under stress as you're trying to unpeg it apart or put it back together. I'm very, very, very tempted to cut down that peg because what I'm ending up doing is I have to separate the thumbs and then I can separate the rest of the entire arm assembly. And I don't like that at all. I should not. And you don't even need it because it's not essential because it's already pegged together in just such a way that that extra peg just you don't need it. You don't need it. So I think I'm gonna cut it off. Cut the peg off of this thumb. It's just something's telling me cut it off. It's not necessary. And I said something similar, although I did not carry out. I said something very similar with Mixmaster. I said there were like 5 or 6 pegs when you're crunching it for the final crunch down into vehicle mode. I said there's like 5 or 6 pegs in there. You don't need that many. In this case, it's just a blatant. It's not a safety hazard, but it's a structural hazard. So I think I'm going to do that. So right, I was thinking I was just thinking to myself, okay, how am I supposed to uncurl the arms again so I can get back to arm mode? And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm making Devastator. These are giant forearms, or they're giant biceps. Remember that thing you accidentally discovered earlier, Ava? Yeah, that's what you're trying to do right now. Dunce. I spent all my time getting the joints into that position. Now you want me to just flip them around 180 again? That's dumb. Well, if it gives me a chance to wear down those shoulder joints, I guess that's kind of worth it at the end. Wait, what? I think they got their sequence wrong here, because, like, you want to flip those over, but then they tell you to just flip them around again. Oh, wait, there's something different. Oh, wait, maybe I was wrong. Hang on, something happened here. There's something in stage 9 I misunderstood. Oh, they want me to flip this bicep thingy around. I think. Jesus. Do they? Wow, that's a tight joint. Holy shit. Yeah, there. Okay, that's what they wanted. Okay, so I missed a step in there. I misunderstood step 9. What? You want me to do what? Well, that doesn't. Alright, I'll go with it. You want me to what? You want me to do that. Okay. Wait, you want me to do what with the cabin? Which probably doesn't work. Oh, I see. They want you to put it back down. Okay. That's totally not going to stick. I can already see it. It's not going to work. It's going to pop out first chance it gets. You move them both at the same time? Are you kidding me? They should not have tied those together. That's... No, I disagree with that. They should not have tied those together. No. Yeah, these should not have been pegged together. No. Or they should not have been tied together. Oh, boy, I do not like that. No, 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 no. No. Okay. See, am I actually capable? I have high tower, I have scrap metal, I've got Mixmaster, Scrapper, I've got Rampage. The only thing I'm missing is Overload and Long Haul. Good grief. Okay, so that's a thing. I do not like, and it was one of the last stages here. It was like second to last stage. Or actually, it was step 21. Is these two things have to do like a full 180-degree rotation because ordinarily they're up here, and you flip them all the way to back here. The problem is they're not independent of each other. You have to move both at the same time. And this is something that I addressed earlier where you've got those two things, the whole the support structures for the wheels, except not, they're actually fake. So you've got those things that move up and down together. Then you've got the head unit that moves, and then you have the shoulders that rotate. So you've got like three different things all rotating on the same center axis. And having those two rotate at the same time, no, I do not like that at all. They should have been independent because that puts a lot of stress. And considering the significant amount of rotation you've got to do, you've got to get the things up and down. Yeah, that is a problem. But okay, here's a big old mess of a thing. Although I think, unless I miss my guess, I think eventually it's going to end up like this. I think that's what they're going to be aiming for because there's elbows here. Wait, what? Oh, or maybe not. Maybe it is like this. But if that's the case, because obviously they're trying to turn the wheels into the giant accordion, the giant articulating neck or whatever it is, which Mixmaster does not have. But I have Mixmaster, and I've got Hightower, and I've got what's his name, Scrap Metal, and I've got yeah. So right now, as far as Devastator is concerned, I've only got two left. I've got Long Haul, which is the right leg, and then I've got Overload, which is the waist, or I'm sorry, which is the pelvis, and then the thighs, both thighs. So give me a few minutes here, well, more than a few minutes, and I'm going to start rigging this thing up together. I've already done some of the combining in the past, but I haven't actually, I kind of needed this to tie everything together. So at this point, I'm going to have both arms, the torso, and the head. So give me a couple of minutes and I'll do this whole thing. And fortunately for me, Scrapper's already taken care of, so that's going to cut down on that a little bit. So I'll be right back.
20 minutes later.
For as easy as Hightower is supposed to be and putting them back together, I totally had to research my own video, just watch it again. Like, I know you just kind of fold these down a little bit and that's it, but eh. So, and then I realized, yeah, it's like, I know it's really simple, I just don't remember what you're supposed to do. Oh, yeah, you just tilt them a little. Okay, all right, that's taken care of. And I just spent the last 7 minutes having to change this guy back from vehicle mode into head mode. And I'm still kind of sort of not happy about how this all goes together. So, yeah. But I think I have everything ready. I realized, by the way, that because I don't have overload, there's no reason for me to change. Who's this guy? Rampage. So Rampage is going to be sitting off the side, but just know I've still got him. Okay, so let's crack the shell and say hello. Now I suspected a while ago that there's a clip just behind either wheel. I suspected that those were going to go into or were going to come into use here at some point. So um, that's exactly what it is. I was right. Okay, so that's on the bottom, and those go right there. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so how do I move his feet though? Okay, so these go all the way back. I'm gonna get those all the way back out of the way. Yeah, I was right. Those do clip on just on there. The problem with my sprained left wrist is that it hurts only at certain angles, so it catches me off guard when I just like I can use a keyboard, no problem, and I can handle things. I can hold silverware, I can hold a cup, I can do all those things. I can change my clothes, but it's just when it gets to certain angles, it's like So I also mentioned there was an enormous gap right here in the middle, and I wondered if that was going to be a factor. I don't think it is. Oh, I wonder. All right. Why does that exist? Seriously. Wait, do I have to disconnect Mixmaster and then wrap it around that? If I do, I'm going to be upset if I have to do that. I really don't want to. Come on. It's right there. It's right there. Come on. Mixmaster is almost more trouble than he's worth on some of this. Seems to me I tried to peg that in there originally and it didn't work. Now I'm really having to do it. There we go, now it's in. Oh, I did miss a step. I forgot you have to peg his, kind of sort of slot his feet, or his toes, in between the back two wheels. I forgot about that. Okay, well, that helps a little. But I don't think it's going to solve my problem here. Just tab on. That's all you got to do. It's just a pair of tabs. That's it. Oh, just fucking get on there. That's all you got to do. It's just clip, clip. Is that so difficult? Apparently so. Of course, it's covered up in all the wrong ways possible. No, I don't. I don't want to push down on his fingers. I don't want to do that, but it's the only thing I can do. You think they'd engineer these things so you don't have to do this. Get on there. If these tabs are the only things that hold it in place, I'm going to be angry. And you don't want to see me angry. Get on there. Oh my God. There's one. Close enough. Jesus. That was way more effort than it needed to be. Way more. Okay. So we've got this set up. Wait, something's not right. Something's not right here. What happened? Oh God, don't tell me I just picked this thing upside down. Please don't tell me I just picked this thing upside down. No, but it's like 90 degrees ahead of where it should be? Huh? Did I just do all that for no reason whatsoever? What? His whole head is 90 degrees off. How? How is it 90 degrees off? What? Huh? What? How is it? How else are you supposed to attach them? What? How else am I supposed to attach that? What? Alright, do it again. Do I attach it this way? What the deuce is going on? What the hell? What is going on? Okay, the next question becomes, did I transform Scavenger wrong? Which, considering how well he fits together, I think I got him right. Yeah, that's correct. I've got it oriented right. Yeah, okay. So if he's done correctly and he's done correctly, I assume they're all male. It says to attach this way, but that's backwards. What? I'm gonna look at the wiki. Something's not right.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so it is oriented the right direction, right? Yeah. Like that. Yeah, so I was attaching things correctly. What am I missing? I'm starting to get hungry because I'm burning out. burning through all my reserves trying to get this damn thing figured out. Because right now, this thing, this bar right here has been nothing but trouble almost from the start. It's always getting in the way. And currently, what the instructions say is, I think you're supposed to put this red bar between Mixmaster's. I think you have to put this between Mixmaster's legs, but I'm not certain because it doesn't show you. It shows you where to clip on, and it shows you which clips to use, but it does not show you what it looks like when it's done. Probably because it's just a big old mess of scrap metal or whatever it is. So, no offense. So is our Mixmaster's arms not apart enough? Because, or legs, arms, actually, they're kind of the same thing at this stage. I genuinely don't know what to say. I mean, it should just click and it's done, but it's right there. It's right fucking there. Why won't it go in? What I would like to do is take the nose of Mixmaster off of the truck. I'd like to take that off to get a better grip, but if I do that, it loses all of its stability. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, and the nose popped off. I knew it was going to do that. Why would they put that there like that? I don't understand. There's a whole gap right there. You would expect his feet to just slip right past, but they don't. Maybe the bar is deliberately there to prevent it from twisting any farther? Oh god, that's about to fall off. Not exactly a Megazord I'm playing around with down here. Down here? Over here. I think that bar is deliberately there to prevent his head from sinking down. But that being said, that's the only thing holding him in place is those two tiny bumper clips. And that's it. And again, the picture shows him with his head down. I've got this. I've got Scavenger oriented the way the picture is. His head should currently be pointing forward, and right now it's pointing up. And it's all because of that red bar right there that I can't. What? Everything else is correct. I have Mixmaster in the correct formation. I've got Scavenger in the right formation. It's just that red bar gets in the way. I don't understand. You know, this is one of the problems I've had with Devastator or Scavenger is impossible to get on, impossible to get off. Damn. If I could take this red bar right here and bend it downwards, that's what I need to do. But all the pictures say no. If I could rotate that, problem solved. But I don't think it does. Because that rotates around. I'm supposed to be excited right now, and I'm not. I think I have to spread Mixmaster's ankles apart. But if I do that, because his knees go between uh, Scavenger's shoulders. So, okay, I'm getting tired of that too. These clips are also in a hard to reach place. Very hard to reach place. Are you kidding me? No! Go away. I said don't call. This is maddening. Just... I've got one in, but not the other. What is the deal? Oh, great, the opposite side popped off. The fuck is going on here? I should be done by now. I should have finished 20 minutes ago, half hour ago. I should have been done by now. Oh my fucking god! Fuck's sake. I've got imprints in my fingertips now. Because I'm having to fight this damn thing. And now it works. That hurts. Really hurt. And there's no guarantee, none. I can't tell if those are under stress or not. I can't see them just because of the way the lighting is. I don't even know if they have a solid grip or not. I can't tell. I have no way of knowing if those are in solid or not because it's such a small area. It's in shadow. My fingers are in the way. I know exactly what they want me to do. It's just actually accomplishing it is the hard part. I should have been done 25 minutes ago. I should have been, hey, this is AV Unifray. Thanks for tuning in. I should have done that. That should have been done by now. Okay, somehow, I don't know how, but somehow it's oriented correctly now. The wheel, oh God. No, 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 no. I'm gonna, and I'm tired of bumping into my microphone too. I'm gonna fucking scream, like literally scream. This is so stupid. So stupid. Is that all the way in? Yes, is that all the way in? Yes, so why don't I feel comfortable about that? I don't like that. I don't like that. Like a pair of pegs would have been just fine, but it's these alligator clips. It's just two alligator clips, and that's all that's holding Devastator. No, Mixmaster and what the fuck is his name? Scavenger. That's all that's holding them together is a pair of alligator clips. Very hard to see, constantly in shadow. Very hard to provide stability. Alligator clips. I can't get in there. I have to push down on Mixmaster, but he's got all this hollow stuff. That area I stuck my fingers in there earlier, it's all hollow in there, and it's not that strong. So when I push down, basically his limbs just crunch together, and that just throws it off. On top of which I have that red fucking bar I have to deal with. And oh, by the way, it's really, really damn difficult to see if they're even in the correct place or not. I think they are. On top of which, I still don't know why it is or how the wheel and the head are now properly oriented. Because, I was saying previously that the wheels should be, vertical like this, but his head was pointing upwards. I don't know what I changed. I don't know what happened. So, all right. If they snap as hard as I think they are, I'm just going to be even more mad. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Holy shit. On the flip side, that's a really big arm for Devastator. Whoa. Can this turn? Yes, it can turn. Okay, but it also ratchets. Calm down, Ava. Calm down. I still don't like the connection between scrap metal and Hightower. I still don't like that connection in there. That bothers me. It's not. It's difficult to get together. It's difficult to pull them apart. Granted, not as difficult as those two, but and then Hightower's claw into the back of Hightower's head. Which, god damn it, that's not a very solid connection either. So, God, I'm almost scared to take this thing apart when I'm done recording and everything because I gotta go put him into storage or whatever it is. Actually, he might end up there. 'Tis a big boy. If I'm having trouble hanging on to this, how the hell is what's his face gonna hang on? I'm worn out. I'm worn out. Just this is supposed to be my holy shit. This is a really big moment, but it's not. It's my what the fuck took so long moment. That's what this is. So here's most of Studio Series Devastator. His arms are easily 14, 16 inches long. He's pretty damn big. Um, I do not like that connection. I'll say it again and again and again. I do not like that connection between Mixmaster and which one? Scavenger. I do not like that connection at all. That just a pair of alligator clips would have been sufficient. How the hell does oh no. No, 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 no. I've got my middle finger on that bar. How the hell does Overload cling to this guy, really? How am I well, maybe I don't have the arms done correctly, but anyways. He's going to be a big boy regardless. I'm not going to try posing at this point. It's just too unstable. I do not trust it. I'm going to have to rework that. See, just that was a maximal try you saw right there. It really was. So I don't know. I don't know what I did differently, but just you can see his face is just ferocious. I learned afterwards, just because it'd been so long since I'd actually seen Revenge of the Fallen, that his mouth is not shaped the same way. His jaw actually splits in half to either side. We knew that he would not be able to get any, not mini cons, whatever they're called. They're nowadays or whatever. We knew it would not be big enough to do that. But that being said, his jaw just it behaves in strange ways, and I don't know why. So yeah, we knew that we knew I knew going in it was going to be different. As far as having his neck, oh god, I think I just figured out how they're going to get that far. There's I think it's either long haul or overload has the final neck component, the kind of the accordion shaped thing that goes across the top of Mixmaster's concrete drum. There is no wrists. There's no wrist articulation on either one of these guys. It just is what it is. This is gonna be a big boy when he's done. I really, really hope he can go down on all fours. It's like apparently you can get him down on all fours, but it's not an easy thing to do. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really concerned about how overload is going to attach to this thing. That really has me worried. Now all I got to do is find a long haul because apparently Hasbro isn't selling them anymore. They were 6 months ago, but 6 months ago I didn't have the money. So I'm in slight panic mode because I might like get to the end. Like, oh, we know Overload is either on the way or he's already here, or he's like pre-order or whatever it is. But then there's also a long haul, which was already out for quite a while at this point. It's been out for 6 months, so apparently I may have been too late and I might have missed that whole thing. So yeah. And by the way, this is gonna sit somewhere down here. So we're that's kind of what we're look. I think we're kind of looking at that kind of size for Devastator, and obviously this is. I have not transformed Rampage properly, but it's probably going to be about this big when it's done. So he's going to stand well over 16 inches. The elbow connections are fine. Those are good. That's no problem. In fact, I'm slightly horrified of how I'm going to have to stick my finger in there and try and pull these things out. I am concerned about that. But yeah, okay. So okay. So let's see, who was it? It was oh yeah, it was Scrapper and Demolisher. Or Scavenger. So Scrapper and Scavenger. So that was which yes, I will still try and get I'm still gonna try and get the um, Demolisher repaint. So yeah, because I definitely want to get both versions. I kind of hope that he comes with miniaturized versions of Optimus, Ironhide, and Sideways. I think was the Decepticon that they were chasing around, who never fired a shot and was brutally murdered anyways, who was running the entire time and got brutally murdered. Um, Although to be fair, they are making Studio Series RC triplets, so looking forward to that. Unfortunately, the triplets still can't combine into that form. Did we ever? I'll close it here. Did we ever see what the not the concept image? That's not what I'm talking about. Everybody knows about the concept image, but what I'm asking about is, did we ever see the Hasbro version of the RC triplets in their final combined form? Because they were planning on doing it. We had they looked like they transformed into something, but like did they actually carry through with it, or because like they only released two of the sisters, because it was RC who's pink, Chromia who's blue, and the purple one it was Elita 1, I think. but they never released the purple one. So I need to go. I'm gonna go. I have to go. I need to go. I'm Commander. This is AV Unit 4A saying thank you for tuning in.